Hey guys, how you all doing? So today is a really exciting video. I've been on BookTube for 3 years and today's my anniversary and I wanted to celebrate with you guys today and I'm so excited. I've done a video on my anniversary kind of celebrating my time on BookTube ever since the beginning. So I have a video for the past 2 years that you guys can go check out, and those videos were just me kind of reflecting on the past year and everything that I've accomplished in the year and just things like that. And this year I didn't feel like doing that again because I feel like it's just the same thing every single year. It's not very interesting. So this year I decided to do a Q&A. So I have questions on my Twitter. So excited to get to them. You guys asked some really amazing questions and I think this is going to be my best Q&A that I've ever done. And I think I've only done 3. So before I actually get into the Q&A portion of this video, I want to do a little bit of reflecting. In my 2-year anniversary video, I set some goals for myself for my 3rd year, and I kind of just wanted to reflect on that a little bit. But I also just wanted to say that I've had a blast being on BookTube for the past 3 years. It has been literally the most amazing time of my life. It's been so much fun getting to interact with you guys on all my videos, and also just meeting so many bookish people and making so many friends. I've made so many amazing friends and it just literally makes me happy. I have my goals from last year written down and I'm just gonna kind of update you guys on them. One of my goals was to hit 300 subscribers, and if you guys noticed, I exceeded this goal. I've made it to 470 subscribers as I'm filming this. I'm filming this a few days early. 470 subscribers, which I think is freaking amazing. And I am so happy that I have made it this far, and I did not think that I'd get that many subscribers, and I'm so happy. I'm so close to 500. The next goal that I had, and pretty much the only other goal, I think I only had like 2 real goals, but it was just better quality. So I wanted to include music in the background of my videos, which I've done here and there. It's just like a tedious thing to do that I don't really enjoy doing, but it does up the quality of the video, so I am going to continue to try to do that. Thumbnails. I've been getting so much better with thumbnails and I've been really enjoying working harder on them. I'm making them on Photoshop now and I'm just trying a lot harder and putting more effort into it, which is making me really happy, so I consider that one a success. And I wanted to film more in front of my bookshelf, which obviously I'm not doing right now. So that one I did a little bit. I try to look at my videos to see if I did film in front of my bookshelf, and I have filmed in it a lot more this year than I did in my last year, so I mean that's something. So I'm gonna continue to try to film more in front of my bookshelf, but it's just I like sitting on my bed. My bed is very comfy. So now it is time for the Q&A and I'm so excited to answer your guys' questions. I've been dying to answer them. The first question is from Allie May from Amaze Books. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I love her. I've talked to her quite a lot actually, and I really enjoy talking to her. So her first question, because she asked a couple, her first question is, who do you prefer, Gabriella or Sharpay? And that's a great question. I love it. I prefer Gabriella. Come on, is that even like a real like competition? Is that a real question? I like Sharpay at the end of the movies because like she's a brat throughout the entire film until the very end, each movie. But I love Gabriella. I mean, like, come on, who doesn't love Gabriella? Allie May's second question is girly girl or tomboy, and I don't really know. I mean, I'm definitely not a tomboy, so I guess I'm kind of a girly girl, but I don't always love being in dresses and frilly things. I'm just more like a casual person, so I don't think I really fit into either category, but I don't know. So the next question comes from Danny from Danny Darling X, and she said, what is your OTP and your NOTP? Or is it no TP? I don't know how to say that. But basically, who is your OTP and who do you not ship? This is a really hard question. So my OTP, there are so many, and I think at the moment I must say Simon and Blue from Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. I don't want to say who Blue is, obviously, because that's like the whole point of the book, but I ship Simon and Blue so freaking much. They're just adorable in the way that they interact in their emails, and then when they finally meet, it's even more adorable. Another OTP, Anne and Gilbert from Anne and Green Gables is always one of my go-tos for OTPs. I just, you guys, I gotta rep my Canada here. I'm sorry, I gotta rep my Canadian. I gotta rep my Canada here. I absolutely love Anne and Green Gables, and Anne and Gilbert are just like the cutest thing ever. Gilbert's my favorite. Oh my lord. Okay, Okay, and my no TP, NOTP, however you want to say that. I really don't ship Katniss and Gale. I think Gale is gross. I hate him to pieces. And is there like a couple that's actually together that I don't like? I don't think so. I like most couples from books. Oh, Adam and Juliet from Shatter Me, that's one that I don't ship anymore. I did when I read Shatter Me, but I don't anymore. Okay, next question. So Julia from A Reader's World asked, I'm the best, aren't I? And that's kind of like a running joke between me, her, Peyton, and Julian. We all, every time there's like a Q&A, we always ask who the person's favorite is. And I mean, Julia, I can't choose. I love you all equally. You are pretty freaking amazing, I must admit. Sapphire asked, what's your favorite book you've read this year so far? Faith and Thunderhead are like real good by Neil Shusterman. Those are amazing. That took me by surprise because I did not think that I would love it that much. Also, When Dimple Met Rishi, that was a really cute book, and I'm so happy that I finally read it. Her other question is your current lock screen. This picture with me and my friends from last summer because I want summer and I want warm weather. Yeah, I want summer, so that's like my favorite photo from last summer. Mariah from Mariah Talbot asked, what are your favorite genres? Top 2, contemporary romance and fantasy. Specifically urban fantasy, just because I find that easier to kind of wrap my head around than like a higher fantasy, so definitely contemporary romance and fantasy. Olivia from Bookish Bird Kid 9 asked, if you could only read one genre of YA for the rest of your life, what would it be? It kind of goes with the last question from Mariah, but between urban fantasy and contemporary, since those are my favorite, I think I would choose to read only fantasy, just because there's so many different genres within fantasy. It's such like a broad genre, and then also I could still get my rom-com romance fix from movies, so I think I'd be okay. Plus booked movie adaptations, I can watch those, so. Joshua from Joshua is Trash. What is your go-to comfort food? Go-to comfort food is donuts. If you guys live in Canada, we have Tim Hortons and we have Timbits, which is basically donut holes, but they're called Timbits, and I love them to death. I love them. I love the chocolate Timbits, and I'm constantly craving chocolate. So basically anything chocolate, but specifically like the Timbits, and also Long Johns. Those are great too. Haley from Haley Reads YA said, if you could get 2 authors to collab and write a book, who would they be and what do you hope the book would be about? So I was thinking about this question last night because I knew that if I were to sit here and try and come up with an answer, I'd be here forever. So I thought of Jenny Han and Morgan Matson because I do know that they're really close friends, and I really enjoyed Jenny Han's co-written series with Siobhan Vivian, and so I know that she does co-writing really well, and I just think that her and Morgan would work really well together. They both write really cutesy things, and they just both write really cutesy things, and I think that their writing style would just mesh really well, and it would be the ultimate cute contemporary that I need in my life, so maybe one day. I have Gab YA Books. What is one goal that you have for your channel in 2019? Well, we're not even at the halfway point of 2018 yet, so I don't know if she meant to ask for 2019 or she meant to ask for 2018, but I'll kind of answer for both just in case. So my goal for the rest of 2018, I think, is maybe reach 550 subscribers, because I'm currently, like I said, at 470, so maybe. For 2019, 600 subscribers. I don't know. Favorite memory on BookTube. I should have thought about this beforehand. Of live streaming with my friends. Brittany reads with Peyton a couple years ago was pretty fun. It was our book club that we did live shows for. That was great. Oh, Allie Mae asked more questions. What's your dream job? Being an author. That's all I want in my life. So her other question is, what's one book that you'd wish you'd written? I think it'd be a contemporary book. I kind of wish I wrote Wonder. I don't really wish that I wrote any of the published books because I probably wouldn't, like, it wouldn't be the same if I had written it, but Wonder or like a Morgan Matson book. Eliza and Her Monsters I think would have been a fun book to write, or Dumplin', or yeah, any like contemporary book I wish I wrote. What's your favorite underrated film? I love a movie called Drive Me Crazy that has Melissa Joan Hart in it. It's a really great movie. I think it's from like maybe I think it's the early 2000s, and it was just a really cute movie that I just really love, and I never hear anyone ever talk about it. So love He's Just Not That Into You. I don't know if that's underrated or not. The Proposal, I don't think that's underrated, but I love that movie. Yeah, her other question is favorite fast food place. It used to be Dairy Queen, but the past few times I've been to Dairy Queen, I don't know if it's because I've been going there at a later time that isn't like a peak time to go, but it just hasn't been that great. There's like not that many fast food places that I like to go to anymore, so I guess by default it's McDonald's. But like Martinez says, what era do you want to go back to? I want to go back to the 50s. I don't know if that's like an era, but the 50s. If you guys have been on my channel, you know that I'm obsessed with the 50s, hence why I wrote a book that took place in the 50s. Also asked, what world do you wish you lived in? The Wizarding World. I mean, come on. Also asked, what is your favorite and least favorite thing about BookTube? My favorite thing about BookTube is making friends and talking to people about books and just kind of interacting with other booktubers and people who love books and just that whole thing, and I can't wait to go to a convention one day so I can like do all of this in person. My least favorite thing kind of is critical people can be about reading. Alyssa from Puck's Paperbacks says, what is a book you're anticipating? Really anticipating Leah on the Offbeat by Becky Albertalli. I need it in my hands because she just tweeted that there's gonna be Simon and Blue scenes, and I'm struggling to breathe right now because oh my god, I need that in my life now. I also asked, if you were a book character, what genre would you like to be in? I'd like to be in contemporary because, come on, I need myself some cuteness and romance that I don't have in my life. And I need things to go perfectly, and I need a happily ever after, so contemporary. Your writing must-haves. Must have music. I must have music. I don't like to write if I don't have my music playlist blaring in my ears. Julian from Julian Is Online. Hey bro. Said, what's your favorite thing to do outside of the BookTube sphere? I love watching Netflix. I also just love hanging out with my friends, but I love taking photos. I love going on little photo shoots with my friends. That's really fun. How are you so cool? Oh, I don't know. Thank you. Then he also said, again, am I not the best? Like I said with Julia, you're pretty dang awesome, but I'm not picking favorites here. I had to compare one book that's already been published to your work in progress. What book would that be? My current work in progress, I'm not physically writing anything at the moment, but I'm currently preparing to outline a fantasy novel, and it's a very loose Snow White retelling, and yeah, I don't really know. That's a hard question considering I haven't started to write it yet. What's your favorite flavor of milkshake? Fun fact, I am lactose intolerant, so I don't really drink milkshakes because they don't agree with me. But if I were to have one, it would be chocolate. My friend Erilyn asked, if you get writer's block, where do you go and who would you bring to clear your head and get inspiration to write again? At writer's block, I go to my couch or my bed and I just watch Netflix. But hanging out with friends would also be a thing, so hint hint, Erilyn, I guess you. Lorena asked a few questions. She said, where do you want to travel the most? There are two places. I want to go to London, England, because yes, please. And I also, like in Canada, want to go to Prince Edward Island because that's where Anne of Green Gables takes place, and it is beautiful. Look up pictures of Prince Edward Island. It is gorgeous. I also said, why don't you lend your books to your friends? Here's my deal. I don't like lending books to friends because you guys are slow readers. No offense, but I don't want you to have my book forever. I like having my books on my shelf. So that's a reason. Also, I don't want you to damage it. I mean, I don't think that you guys would, but I don't want to take that chance, and I have separation anxiety from my books, so. She also said, what movie are you looking forward to the most? To All the Boys I've Loved Before. It's going to be on Netflix, and I'm so excited for it because now I can watch it whenever I want, however many times I want, and I cannot wait for it to come out this summer. She also said, what is your most hated color on yourself? Yellow, orange, because it's my least favorite color, so I don't like to wear them, but so that is the end of my Q&A. I thank you all who asked me questions because you made this Q&A possible. So thank you guys for watching, and I love all 470 of you. I love you. So thank you so much. I love being here on BookTube, and thank you for celebrating my 3-year anniversary with me. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.